Welcome back to Competitive Air Gunning. Today we are running the Panthera 700, and we will be also running the Panthera 360 millimeter as well. Both of them are chambered in 22 caliber. We'll be running slugs in the 700 and 13 pellets on the compact. It's a pretty nice day out today at 32 degrees. Got a lot of frost on the ground. Wind hadn't really picked up yet, but it's going to be picking up here within the next hour. I'd say pretty heavy. So let's go ahead and get some shooting in. We're going to be doing some testing on some slugs we've been working on, and also probably play around with the KYL if we get some time. Like to take it out, go a little ways, and have a little fun with it. Anyways, let's get some shooting in. Well, we're back again. Got a little visit from Pepper. Anyways, let's get this test started. Shouldn't have no more interruptions here for the next couple minutes. So let's see what we can do here. Remember what I said? We're going to go from the left target to the right target. That was my bad. Yeah, the gun's sitting long enough to fill up. That. You can see in that group that the left target is substantially worse than the right. Now this gun wasn't tuned either, so it's fun to say how much of a difference what I've done has done in terms of this gun shooting with little to no adjustment at all to the tuning system. Now there's two flyers. Both of them dropped off on each target. Now just because this tank here has a slow fill valve, I'm not really sure what it's called, but I would assume it's, what it does is it slows the fill on the gun to keep it from heating up the tank, like other fill tanks do when you just fill it up fast. So I need to learn to shoot a little slower with this one. I do like this tank way better, just because of just how easy it is to turn a knob on this one versus my other one. The other one does fill way faster, but you also run into a issue with the knob getting extremely hard to turn. Now, those were unsorted pellets. Those were unsorted slugs. 34 grain H&Ns. And these here are sorted, and you can see this here is going to be the exact same way. Every other one, so the odds on the left side will be the control targets, and the evens on the right side will be the test slugs here. And then after that, we're going to probably play around with the KYL a little bit and see if we can make it. See if we can make them move. Let's do this. These are all sorted by weight, and they are on the nose. One thing I've learned to do in this cold weather is actually listen to the gun. It feels much slower, but if you listen to it, you make your hear when it stops filling. One of these days I'll put a digital gauge on there, so I don't have to listen no more. I mean, I'm going to tell you, this is the second day, or not the second day, but the second time I've tested these, and you can see, just as long as my trigger cam turned on, you can see this group is substantially better on the right target. Unless it starts messing up here pretty soon, it's going to be pretty tight. We're going to pull a 1/2 inch on this unless something happens in the next shot. And that it's mind-boggling, to be honest, that it wasn't just a single day, that it wasn't just a single trip out that we was able to accomplish this. We was able to repeat the results, whether it was pellets, whether it was slugs, 50 yards, 100 yards. I probably take this. I wish I could. Actually, I do have plenty here. I forgot that I made. I'll probably take it out to 200 and play around. But I mean, you can see in that group on the left on most targets that this gun clearly, was not liking the cold weather or just needed to be tweaked as far as the tune goes. But with what I've done to these slugs, it don't even matter. It takes an unhappy gun and just, makes it consistent. This is the second time out, and the results are the exact same. It's kind of unbelievable, to be honest. Normally I don't even, the comments I've got and the people questioning, whether what I've done was repeatable or whether it was even true, or, probably calling me a liar and who knows what else. I mean, honestly, I didn't even want to share the results just because of that. You get ignorant people, and you're trying to do a good thing, trying to help out other people, and you end up with a bunch of people who just don't believe you, or you think you're full of it, or think you're just trying to get reviews, but I'm clearly not. I mean, otherwise this video, wouldn't make it to YouTube, and you guys wouldn't be seeing what I'm doing here. Welcome back to Competitive Airgunning. We wrapped up our testing on Friday for this latest project that we've been working on. The first part of the project I already posted videos on, kind of questioning whether we'd be able to repeat it and whether or not we unlocked the key to getting very good groups out of your air guns with very little work. So with that test that we did on on Friday we wrapped up. Here's our groups, and I had these in the video already, as you already seen, but these here two, this here was the unsorted side, the unsorted slugs, and these here two was from a dropper regulator. The regulator got stuck at 100 bars, not sure why, but it was cold, so I just blamed it on the weather. But this here group was 0.877 inches. This one here, when we put our altered slugs in, we went back and forth, and the altered slugs pulled a 0.37 inch group, which is pretty darn impressive. Now you drop down to the sorted slugs, and this was a 0.93, if I remember right, and we was able to drop that down with the altered slugs down to a 0.52. Now these just show you how much change we had to this group size. Now this gun, it wasn't tuned. There's probably people out there sitting, you know, they're saying I can do 1/2 inch groups with my air gun, I can do it with, you know, whatever, but I'm not dogging, trust me, like that's awesome. The thing that really excites me about this test here and the test that I did previously is the fact that we was able to do it with an untuned gun. Like you can see, like these slugs that I shoot, these H&Ns out of this gun, I can get them to shoot really good, you know, all the time, like pretty darn good. You know, you'll get flyers, but if you notice on these groups and on the last groups, out of you know, 20 slugs, I had 1 flyer, and it was, you know, not very far. Whereas on the untested ones, you can see flyer, flyer, flyer. You know, they were all over between this target and the other one. So it's kind of eliminated our flyers. Like tuning your gun will help you get rid of those flyers as well, but you'll still experience them. So with this gun being untuned and us to do this with the little modification that we did to those slugs, kind of tells you, or at least it tells me, that if I'm having a gun that I'm having issues with, as far as getting the bullets to stabilize and actually, you know, be accurate, then there's probably a very good chance that I don't have to throw those slugs away. I can probably alter them just slightly, and I can still be able to use them and shoot impressive groups out of the gun that I'm having problems with. Now I have a Panthera compact that's a 360, and that gun, shooting slugs out of that little gun can be tricky just because of the weight of those slugs. They're like odd sized pencil erasers. Like they just don't like to stabilize right. So you have to put some time in to find the right tunes and be able to get groups with those kind of slugs. Now, don't get me wrong, you can find decent groups. I haven't found one that I was happy with. I'm sure that some people would be happy with it, but it's just not something that I like. You know, when you see what you can do with pellets out of that gun, and you're doubling your group size, if not tripling it, you know, just by switching over to slugs, then it's not for me. Like, I want to be able to shoot. I want to be able to take my gun, you know, as far as I can, and know that it's going to perform the best it can. And if I can't shoot extremely tight groups with something, then I will put it away, and I will get something different. You know, not necessarily something different, but I will, you know, try out a different tin of pellets, different tin of slugs, you know, different grains, different weights, you know, different styles, whatever, until I find it. But with that gun, I just like pellets. It's a squirrel killing machine, and I'll probably play around with a little bit of interest here and there with it. But anyways, off of that topic, let's get back to this one before I get off on a high horse and start wasting you guys' time. But here pretty soon, I will be posting the video of what we did to those. I'm not going to post it just yet because I still need to do a little bit of talking on the other part. Like, I've already recorded what I did, So I got those two videos ready, or those two little recordings ready to go. So I'll do some talking, kind of explain what we did, why we did it, and what's going on with it, whether I'm right or whether I'm wrong. It makes sense to me the more I think about it. So we'll get that going here pretty soon. And I think that's about it for the day. If you guys don't hear from me before the holidays, have happy holidays. Enjoy your time with your family and friends, and get some shooting in. And I'll talk to you guys soon.